Hi, this is Karen Connolly. My business is Balanced Explorations, and I'm coming on here just to tell you a little bit about what's going on and what has been really. I've been doing some trainings with coaches, and they all like to talk about how you have to niche down, you can only do one thing. And and my thought on that is I do so many things. And some of those things, they're bringing in money from different places and, a little bit here, a little bit there. And um, what the, what they're telling you, in marketing, at least the coaches, they're telling you to focus on only one thing, don't do anything else. So I'm supposed to stop doing things that bring in money to put all my focus on something that doesn't bring any money in yet. Like, that doesn't really make sense to me. But it was kind of difficult, as if you followed this page, I'm sure you've realized that over the years, I've, gone through different stages and have done different things. I've done, medical intuitive readings, I've done healings, I've done, I have, degrees in engineering and law. I mean, I have so many different things I've done and do over the years. And it doesn't make sense to me to just stop doing everything because I want to start something new. So it's my belief that it's a good thing to, yes, you can try the new things, but I don't really believe that you should stop doing what you're doing. Aren't multiple streams of income, even through a business, aren't multiple streams of income better than one? I mean, I think most people would agree that's true. So, some of the more recent things you might have seen on my channel here are things like, the sustainable travel masterclass. But I also have, yoga videos and meditations. And I've started to try to merge the two, by doing some, travel meditations, like to get you into the energy of traveling and to maybe start thinking about where you'd want to travel and just imagine yourself there as a first step to starting to plan where you want to go. So to me, all these things I do, especially under the name Balanced Explorations, and I'm a Libra, so it's all about balance, not doing too much of any one thing, to become imbalanced. So my feeling is that all of these things go well together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be in a good place. You have to be taking care of yourself. These are all self-care, tactics, meditation, movement, gentle movement, um, you know, taking time for yourself, going on a trip. But the kind of trips that I am fascinated with and want to help you, you know, plan are more of the type that are there. There's a few things. There's, sacred places, but what does a sacred place mean? It can mean different things to different people. There are some places that might be sacred to everyone. Like, maybe what would come to mind might be Sedona, Arizona. That if you ask people what is a sacred place, they might say that. But if they are a member of a particular religion, they might, mention the specific place where that is known for as a sacred place, or maybe where a special, place of worship is, to them might be the sacred place. but there's also like an energetic sense of the sacred. And the energetic sense of the sacred is like, your house where you live. You could feel like that is really sacred land to you. So I want to bring it beyond just the it is sacred to a group of people, to what is sacred to you. Is the ocean sacred to you? Do you like a particular spot better than others? Do you want to have a particular experience there? Do you want to have ceremonies there? Do you want to have dinner at a special place or stay at a special resort? It's like, what is, special and sacred and spiritual for you? And and what's interesting to me is also the travel based on, a lot of people do those DNA tests. I personally have done 23andMe and Ancestry DNA. Um, they're slightly different, but I knew I was, a a major part Italian, Sicilian, so that wasn't like big news. But there was some other stuff in there like Greek and stuff like I didn't know. So when I traveled to Greece in the end of October and November, it felt like extra special to me. Like I felt at home there, and I had never really had the desire to even go to Greece. It wasn't on a bucket list or anything, and when the opportunity came for me to, you know, to go there, I just intuitively jumped on it. And I'm so glad I did, because that was a special and sacred experience to me, because I do have a little bit of Greek, in my DNA, and it felt special for me to go there and experience, many of the islands. But the 23andMe test showed that I um had some Cypriot from Cyprus. So I was lucky in this trip to be able to go to Cyprus and Greece. So it was like really, great and amazing. So I'd like to do that for you, make if you haven't done like one of those tests, and if you or even if you just want to go where like your ancestors came from, no matter what your DNA says, like if you know that your ancestors came from a particular part of Spain, for example, you might want to arrange a special tour, or have a genealogist try to meet relatives there. There's like so many options, and I find it really fascinating. And that's more called heritage travel, I believe. But I like the integration of all of it personally. And I don't think you should just be limiting it to that if you're really excited by the other parts. So I'm also, you know, still open to working with people that want to have that deeper experience when they travel. You know what I mean? Not just I want to have a really nice time, or I want to go stay at a luxury place. I think travel for me, it's really meaningful, and I want to work with people who it's meaningful to as well. Um, and oops, fire truck. So I'm also still doing a 3-hour crystal singing bowl chakra healing. I'm now calling it like the monthly chakra tune up. And I benefit from it too, just the movement of playing it for you, but feeling the vibrations and the attendees might jot down your experience and how you feel, what it brings up, because vibration, we are all vibration. So if I'm playing like crystal singing bowls, and it might move things around, so it might bring up thoughts or images, or I feel it in my body like as a sensation. So that's something else that uh that I'm offering right now, as part of the self-care journey. So ideally, I'd like to take you all on a self-care journey. You start where you're ready to, and I'm a Reiki master. I can teach Reiki. I did angel therapy practitioner training. That was in 2009. I done a health coach training through IIN. I have so many different things that can help you, and I prefer to just give every individual client what they need. If they need a little stretch or a yin yoga, I can like show you some poses, or recommend some things to you. I've done in the past year, I mean, from 2020 to 2021, I actually did 500 hours of yoga teacher training. And I did a yin teacher training in addition to that. So there's just so many things, and they all kind of help you. So I have this 3-hour session that is a monthly thing that could be for a group, and everybody just, it's intuitive, and it comes together, and it just starts working on your energy. And with repeated, doing it month after month, your body then gets used to that vibration. Um, but ideally, individual working together, then you get more exactly what you need. And there's just, I can see this going like as someone being open to self care, and then moving on to maybe wanting their own personalized retreat or VIP day, or one of those types of travel experiences that I explained earlier. Of course, you don't have to do the other things with me if you want to have one of those special personalized travel experiences. What I'm leaning towards in the process is offering one or like a few of those, maybe not a few, like starting the process with the individual kind of session, instead of the traditional way of working with a travel advisor, which would be you send an inquiry, maybe I have a form, you answer a few questions, so I see if we're a fit, and then we meet and talk and see if that's a fit for that trip. um, I would like to make this a deeper experience for you, as in a more of a self care experience, and possible, meditation, or a deeper, almost coaching session, as to what would be most meaningful to you in terms of the travel experience and what you're looking for. So not just like a travel agency at all, but more of an integrated experience. So that's where I'm feeling it's going right now, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I hope to work with you soon.